morning, people. It is Monday, and we are at this Macon house. We got Dean in the background taking off that window trim because we are having to resize these windows and put new windows in. So we have to take everything off and build new frames so we can put the windows in. And while Dean's doing that, I'm just over here cleaning. Because when you don't, wise words from Dean, if you don't have anything to do, clean. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just sweeping while he is making more messes. And you got Audrey in there doing the plaster work. And Jeremy's just supervising, just overseeing everything just like he always does. So that's what we are doing as of right now. Exactly. Jeremy's main priority is keeping us from tearing stuff up. That doesn't need to be tore up. Dean is tearing it up, but he's saving it all in one piece because we might have to use it because it's the old stuff. So we want to keep the old vibe in this house.
Controlled demolition.
Controlled demolition. That's a vocabulary word for today. Is controlled demolition. So that's what we are doing today. Alright, Jeremy, what is Audrey doing in there?
Good morning. We are trying to get some plaster repaired in this room, and in order to do that, we have to grind out the keyways in the plaster to receive the new plaster. So the old plaster had cracks in it. We want to grind those out bigger so that we can get the new plaster in so that everything smooths over correctly.
That clip that you just saw of Audrey, where it was all dusty and all, that's what she is doing to take off that plaster. She has to wear a, I forgot what the thing's called, but the mask that you breathe through because it's bad in there. If you breathe that in, you'll have respiratory issues for the rest of your life. So we'll have to be very careful when we're in there because it is a lot of dust that will take a toll on you. What her main objective was to grind the plaster off so it will, when we go in and knock it off, it will come out in big chunks. And she did that successfully, so when we go in and do it, all of the chunks will come down one big thing, so we don't have to sit there and try to get all the little bitty ones. They'll come out in big chunks. Alright, y'all remember when Audrey was doing the grinder with the plaster, so she is now finished and we're about to go take a look. Alright, y'all, that cabinet that y'all just saw, we have moved it into the spot that's going to be in the house.
You want a little more height?
No, I thought we're good right here.
All right, one of the most difficult projects or processes to get sheet goods into the house without torquing each other's backs. So I'm going to teach you guys how to carry the wood into the house. So we go the same with drywall or any 4x8 sheets of good into the house, okay? What you want to do is you want to take your, pull out all the way to the side. Tilt your material to the ground or to wherever. Tilt it up, be on this side of it. Use your strong hand, grab this, lift and tilt it against your body. So you literally shouldn't even have to carry it like this. Okay? And that's it. Welcome to the channel. We're going to share with you this morning, real quickly, some things that we have to do here at the house. The investor, Kathy, came by last week, and I mentioned on our TikTok the change orders that were coming. I'm going to share those with you this morning. We're going to walk through from the outside, and then these guys are going to get started on it. We're going to turn around and walk into the inside and take a look at what has to happen in there as well. So just to let you know, a lot of the things that are happening with this particular house back in this kitchen are structurally incorrect. They've been rehacked and added on to several times. And even the floor system is really out of whack. We'll share that later in the video. These guys are here today to take off the roof in its entirety, all the walls, everything, foundation, all the way down to the foundation. We're going to start over brand new and raise the height of the roof to more of a flat roof. And we're going to bring it to about the height of that band board just underneath of the roof line. And that's going to give us the ability to bring in more light through windows here in the back. It's going to give us a chance to reframe some of the things that are already wrong and really open the space inside into a much bigger open concept kitchen floor plan. We're going to be putting in 2 major structural LVL beams to help carry the roof loads. You're going to learn about that. And you'll also be learning and framing some floor systems, some really cool tools that we have fun with. And well, let's get busy. We're here this afternoon with Kathy, the investor. Jay had a lot of questions after such a big transformation. He got a chance to build his first wall, and everyone caught that on the videos. And then the next day, everyone happened to catch Dean ripping that same wall down. So Jay has some interesting questions I think would be interesting to folks, simply because change orders do happen on a job, and we want to kind of get the mindset behind why someone would do that.
All right. So Miss Kathy, we call her Kathy the investor. Do you have anything, little details you want to tell the people about?
Well, in reference to the change?
Yes.
So we started to put the kitchen in this beautiful room that has all the original trim and was beautiful, and it opened to the front room. So that was kind of the plan. But we were having trouble trying to decide where to put the appliances and not destroy the original charm of the room, because we didn't want to mess up any of the pretty woodwork. So the whole time Jeremy had been telling me we should put the kitchen on the back of the house, but I didn't want to do that at the beginning. I didn't want to be in the back. I like being in the front, and I could see out the front. But anyway, in the end, we decided not to, we just got to thinking more about it, and venting the stove was becoming an issue, and the windows are so beautiful in that middle room, we didn't want to detract from the pretty windows. So I think at this point we have decided to put the kitchen in the back of the house.
I sure hope so. There aren't any walls there anymore. So,
It's wide open.
Who knows? Who knows? It's wide open. We can do whatever we want.
We can do whatever we want at this point.
All right. So when you made the decision to change the plan back there, did you make it from a homeowner's perspective or more of a real estate investor perspective?
I was thinking resale value, because I was going to put I called it a suite on the back where I could possibly rent out, and my family could stay when they came. But then I was thinking other people might not like that. So if I'm going to resell, I don't really know. I was just guessing in my mind. Somebody might prefer a big kitchen on the back and not someone maybe, living on the main level with them.
That was a great question. That was a great question, great answer.
Okay.
All right. So we have one question for Jeremy. It's just a little quick interview. We're about to wrap
Okay,
this up.
okay.
So what are the differences from the plan before and the plan now? What are the major changes?
Well, before the space that we're going to be in right now, that we're tearing all the area was going to end up being a small kitchenette and a bathroom. At this point, and then there was going to be the room that the entire space would have been a suite, so it would have had a bedroom area and like kind of a little living area, and then a kitchenette and a bathroom. And she could have used it for in-laws like when they came, or she could have used it for her kids when they visited, but it just was still a security issue where there was a doorway in order not to detract from the old parts of the house. It's very important to me as a builder not to take away from the old homes. So we would have still had that doorway there, and that would have created a situation where, maybe not as quite as safe. But also with the new kit, now that we're blowing all this open, now we're gonna have the kitchen in the back, now that we've torn all these walls off and we're gonna be doing a new floor system, we're gonna be able to raise the height of the ceiling. And in a kitchen today, in today's world, the higher the better, the more open floor plans, the better. The brighter, the more light you can get into the room, the better. And really, the previous ceiling and layout had been a hodgepodge of additions over the years, small porches that have been added onto, and it was too low. So this was the right move. In this particular case, ripping it all out and starting fresh, and then redoing but paying homage to the old house is going to be the smarter option on this one.
I have one little extra question right there. It's just a little improvising. When you pulled up and you saw, y'all won't see it in this video, but y'all see it maybe on TikTok or something, but how it's wide open back there. There's not even a ceiling nor a roof on that place. What did you think when you was pulling up?
Well, it's scary, very scary. But it does just open up a whole world of possibilities. We can do anything now.
Right.
I mean, we can just do any type of kitchen we want to do. So that is exciting. But he sent me a text, and boy, I got here as fast as I could. I was way on the north side of Macon, and I thought, oh my Lord. So yes. Anyway, but it's going to be I'm so excited. It's going to be fabulous.
Well, that's good.
Well, thank you for taking this time with us, and we'll see you again later in these videos, I'm sure, and you guys will see her, and you'll see her labeled as the Investor Kathy.
Yep.
All right.
See y'all later.
Thank you.